Hello, my friend. Welcome to today's podcast, How to Speak English Every Single Day Confidently. In this first part, let's talk about why daily English practice really matters. You see, many people dream of speaking English fluently. They buy books, watch videos, or even join classes. But after some days, they stop practicing. Why? Because they think they need long study hours or perfect grammar before speaking. But the truth is, you don't need perfection, you just need consistency. Let me tell you something simple. If you practice English for even 10 to 15 minutes every day, you will improve more than studying for 5 hours only once a week. Your brain learns better when it gets small, regular practice. It's like watering a plant. If you water it a little every day, it grows strong. But if you forget for many days and give too much water later, it may die. The same rule applies to your English learning. When you practice daily, your mouth, your tongue, your brain, they all start to work together automatically. English words begin to flow easily. You don't have to stop and think too much. You start to feel the language instead of translating it. Also, daily practice builds confidence. At first, you may feel nervous. You might make mistakes. That's completely okay. Every time you speak, you're training your confidence muscle. And just like going to the gym, the more you train it, the stronger it becomes. Remember, you don't need a big plan. You can start small. Speak 1 or 2 sentences every morning. Describe what you are doing. Say, I am making coffee. Or, I am getting ready for work. These small actions create daily connection with English. Soon, speaking becomes as natural as thinking. Let's make one thing very clear. Fluency is not about speed. It's about comfort. When you use English daily, you stop being afraid of it. You start enjoying it. And that's when real learning begins. So, before we go to the next part, make a promise to yourself. From today, I will use English every single day, even if it's only for 10 minutes. Because daily practice is the bridge between fear and fluency. Next topic. Fear of speaking. Why we hesitate to speak in English. Many English learners understand a lot of words. They can read, they can write, and they can even think in English. But when it's time to speak, they suddenly freeze. Their heart beats fast, their mind goes blank, and they say, I can't speak confidently. Have you ever felt that way? If yes, you're not alone. Almost every learner goes through this stage. So why does this fear happen? It's because we are afraid of making mistakes. We think people will laugh at us, or judge us. We think our accent is bad, or our grammar is wrong. But my friend, let me tell you something very important. Nobody speaks perfectly. Even native speakers make mistakes. They forget words. They pause, they correct themselves. So don't try to sound perfect. Try to sound real. The fear of speaking comes from our mind, not from our mouth. When you overthink, you stop speaking naturally. Your mind says, what if I say something wrong? But remember, the goal is not perfection, it's connection. People care more about what you say, not how perfectly you say it. Here's something you can try. When you feel nervous, take a deep breath and smile. Smiling relaxes your face muscles and gives you confidence. Then, start with small sentences. Say something simple like, today is a beautiful day, or, I feel happy to talk in English. The more you do this, the easier it becomes. Also, change your thinking. Instead of saying, my English is bad, say, my English is improving. Instead of saying, I can't speak, say, I'm learning to speak. Your words have power. What you say repeatedly becomes your reality. And here's another secret. You only become confident after you start speaking, not before. Confidence is built by action. You can't wait for confidence to come first. You must speak first, then confidence will follow. It's like jumping into a swimming pool. The first jump feels scary, but after a few times, it feels normal. So, next time when someone speaks to you in English, don't run away. Just reply with 1 or 2 sentences. Even if you make a mistake, that's okay. You'll learn from it. Every conversation is a chance to grow. Remember this simple truth. Mistakes are proof that you are trying. If you never make mistakes, it means you are not practicing enough. So don't let fear stop you. Let it push you forward. Because fear disappears when action begins. Next topic. Simple daily habits to improve speaking confidence. If you want to speak English confidently, you must make it a daily habit. Not just once a week, not just before an exam, every single day. Because confidence is built by consistency. Let's talk about a few simple habits that can truly change your English level. First habit. Speak for just 5 minutes daily. You don't need to talk for 1 hour. Just 5 minutes is enough to start. You can talk about your day, your plans, or what you learned. For example, say out loud, today I woke up early. I made breakfast. I watched an English video. It may sound simple, but it trains your brain to think in English. The key is to speak daily, not perfectly. Second habit. Record your voice. When you record yourself, you start to hear your pronunciation and mistakes. At first, you may feel shy, but keep going. After a few days, you will notice small improvements in your tone and clarity. You will also feel more comfortable hearing your own voice. That's the first step toward true speaking confidence. Third habit. Shadow native speakers. Shadowing means listening to a short sentence and repeating it immediately. You can use podcasts, YouTube videos, or audiobooks. When you repeat, try to copy the speaker's rhythm, stress, and emotion. This practice will make your speech sound natural and smooth. Just 10 minutes of shadowing daily can make a big difference. Fourth habit. Think in English. When you think in your native language and then translate, you lose speed and confidence. So, start thinking small thoughts in English. For example, instead of thinking, Anaku pasikutu, think, I'm hungry. Instead of, Inaiku velaiku poganum, think, I need to go to work today. The more you do this, the more natural English will become in your mind. Fifth habit. Learn 1 new word daily. Don't try to memorize 50 words at once. Just 1 useful word each day is enough. Write it, say it, and use it in a sentence. If you learn 1 word daily, you'll know 365 new words in a year. Small steps lead to big results. Finally, celebrate your progress. Many learners focus only on mistakes. But confidence grows when you notice your improvements. So, say to yourself, I'm speaking better than before. Every word you speak, every attempt you make, is progress. Remember, daily habits are more powerful than big efforts done once in a while. Just like watering a plant every day helps it grow, practicing English daily helps your confidence bloom. So, keep speaking, keep practicing, and soon you will realize English is not difficult. It just needs daily love and attention. Next, How to practice English when you have no one to talk to. Many learners say, I want to speak English, but I have no one to talk to. If you also feel this way, don't worry. You can still practice alone, every single day. Here's how you can do it. First, talk to yourself. It might sound strange, but it really works. You can describe what you're doing. For example, say, I'm brushing my teeth. I'm cooking breakfast. I'm getting ready for work. When you talk to yourself, your brain gets used to thinking in English. And slowly, your confidence will grow. Second, use a mirror. Stand in front of the mirror and speak as if you're talking to another person. Look into your own eyes and speak clearly. Say things like, Hi, how are you today? Oh, I'm fine, thank you. This exercise helps you reduce fear and improve body language. Third, record your practice. Take your phone, open the voice recorder, and start speaking about any topic. After recording, listen to it. Notice your pronunciation and how fluent you sound. Try again, but this time, speak more naturally. Recording yourself every day is like keeping a progress diary. Fourth, use shadowing. Play a short English video or podcast, and repeat after the speaker. Match their tone, rhythm, and speed. Even if you don't understand every word, focus on how they speak. This practice trains your mouth and ears to move together. Fifth, use online tools. There are many apps and websites where you can chat with AI or practice short conversations. Even reading subtitles aloud from movies can help. Remember, every bit of English you speak counts. You don't need a partner to improve. You just need consistency and curiosity. So, speak to yourself. Listen to your voice, shadow native speakers, and you'll never feel alone in English again. Because the truth is, you are your best practice partner. Next, how to stop translating and start thinking in English. This is one of the biggest challenges for English learners. You understand English, but when you want to speak, you first think in your native language, then translate in your head, and then speak slowly. Right? This translation habit makes your speech slow and unnatural. So how can you stop translating? Let's learn step by step. First, use simple English sentences. Don't try to think in complex words. Start with what you already know. For example, instead of translating, Anaku coffee venom, just say, I want coffee. Use short, clear sentences. Second, label things around you in English. When you look at your phone, think, phone. When you see a chair, think, chair. When you drink water, think, water. Doing this every day will train your brain to connect English directly with objects, not with your mother tongue. Third, think in English about your day. Before sleeping, imagine your whole day in English. Say to yourself, I woke up at 7. I went to work. I talked to my friend. No need to speak loudly. Just think in English. This builds mental fluency. Fourth, use questions and answers. Ask yourself simple questions in English. For example, what will I eat today? I'll eat rice. What time will I sleep? I'll sleep at 10. This creates an English thought pattern naturally. Fifth, accept mistakes. When you stop translating, you may make grammar mistakes, and that's okay. Fluency comes before perfection. Speak first, improve later. If you wait to speak perfect English, you'll never start. The goal is not to be a translator. The goal is to be a communicator. So, from today, start thinking small, simple, and slow, but in English. And soon, your brain will switch automatically to English thinking. Next topic: how to build confidence when speaking in front of others. Confidence is not something we are born with. It's something we build, step by step. Especially when speaking English, confidence can make all the difference. So, how do we build it? First, prepare before you speak. Confidence comes from preparation. If you know what you're going to say, your mind feels safe. Before any meeting or conversation, write down your key points. Even simple notes can help you stay calm. Second, practice your voice tone. Speak clearly, not loudly. Slow down your pace. Add small pauses. This shows control and calmness. People listen more when you speak slowly and confidently. Third, start small. Don't wait for a big stage to practice. Begin with small conversations, like greeting your coworker, ordering coffee, or talking with friends. Every small talk builds your speaking muscle. Fourth, focus on message, not mistakes. Many learners lose confidence because they fear mistakes. But remember, even native speakers make them. If your message is clear, your English is good enough. Fifth, smile and make eye contact. When you smile, your body relaxes. Your voice sounds friendlier and natural. Confidence starts from your body language, not just your words. Sixth, reward yourself. After every successful English conversation, tell yourself, "Well done. I spoke today." These small celebrations boost motivation and reduce fear. Confidence is not about being perfect. It's about being brave enough to speak, even when you're not perfect. So, take that small step every day, and your voice will soon sound strong, clear, and fearless. Next topic: how to make English practice a daily habit. Fluency doesn't come in one day, it comes from daily practice. But the truth is, most people find it hard to stay consistent. So, how can you make English practice a habit, like brushing your teeth? Let's explore. First, fix a small time daily. Don't wait for a free day. Start with just 10 minutes, morning or night. What matters is not the duration, but the consistency. Second, make it easy. Keep your English materials ready. Your notebook, phone app, or podcast. When practice feels simple, your brain won't resist. Third, connect it to another habit. For example, listen to an English podcast while drinking coffee, or read one English paragraph before sleeping. Linking habits helps you remember. Fourth, track your progress. Use a small calendar. Mark a tick each day you practice. When you see a streak, you'll feel proud and motivated to continue. Fifth, reward yourself. After 7 days of practice, treat yourself. Maybe watch a movie or eat your favorite snack. Your brain loves rewards, and it will want to repeat the action. Sixth, be kind to yourself. If you miss a day, don't quit. Just restart. Remember, habits are built by returning, not by perfection. Daily English practice is like watering a plant. You may not see growth daily, but one day, you'll realize how beautifully your English has bloomed. Next one: how to stay motivated on difficult days. Some days, you'll feel tired. Some days, English will feel too hard. And that's okay. Even the best learners lose motivation sometimes. But here's the secret: you don't need to feel motivated to keep going. You just need to keep moving. First, remember your reason. Ask yourself, why am I learning English? Is it for a better job? To travel? To connect with people? When you remember your why, your energy returns. Second, watch your progress. Go back to your old recordings or notes. You'll notice how much better you sound now. That small progress is proof you're improving. Third, learn from inspiring content. Listen to motivational English podcasts or watch success stories. Hearing others' journeys reminds you that growth takes time. Fourth, change your method. If you feel bored, don't stop, just switch styles. Watch a movie, listen to a song, or join a short speaking challenge. Change keeps learning fresh. Fifth, take rest without guilt. Rest is not quitting. Sometimes, your brain needs a break to come back stronger. Even one day of rest can refresh your focus. Sixth, celebrate small wins. You spoke a full English sentence today? Great. You understood a new word? Amazing. Every small win adds up. Motivation is like the weather, it changes daily. But discipline is like the sky, it's always there. So, when motivation is low, let discipline guide you. Just show up, speak a few lines, and tomorrow will be brighter again.